Imagine two people, same age, same salary, same city. 1 year from now, one of them will have $8,000 saved, a growing investment account, zero credit card debt, and a crystal clear plan for the next 5 years. The other, still wondering where their paycheck goes every month. Same income, completely different outcomes. What's the difference? Not luck, not a raise, not a secret investment tip. Just 5 small habits, repeated consistently, for 12 months. Today, I'm going to walk you through every single one of them, and by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to be the first person in that story. Let's go. Here's something nobody tells you about personal finance. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to earn 6 figures. You don't need to time the stock market perfectly. What you need is a system, a set of behaviors so consistent, so automatic, that your financial life improves almost on its own. The habits I'm about to share aren't glamorous. They won't go viral on social media, but 12 months from now, they will have quietly, completely reshaped your financial reality. Ready? Let's start with habit number 1. Most people have a dangerous financial habit they don't even notice. They earn money, they pay their bills, they spend on food, entertainment, subscriptions, and then, if anything is left, they save. If anything is left, that's the trap, because there's almost never anything left. The single most powerful shift you can make is flipping that order completely. The moment your paycheck arrives, before you pay rent, before you buy groceries, before you do anything, you move a fixed amount into savings or investments, automatically. Even if it's $50, even if it's $20, the amount matters less than the habit. Why does this work? Because you adapt. Within 2 or 3 months, you stop noticing that money is gone. You adjust your lifestyle to what remains, and that saved money, it starts building a life of its own. Action step: set up an automatic transfer for the day after your salary arrives. Even $100 a month, invested consistently over 10 years at an average 8% return, becomes over $18,000. Start now. Start small, but start. Habit 2. Do a monthly money date with yourself. This one sounds almost too simple, but it's the habit that separates people who feel in control of their money from those who feel controlled by it. Once a month, pick a date. Put it in your calendar. You sit down for 20 to 30 minutes and you look at your numbers. Where did every euro or dollar go last month? What surprised you? What are you proud of? What needs to change? That's it. No complicated spreadsheets required. Even a notebook works. Here's what happens when you do this consistently. You stop spending unconsciously. You start seeing patterns. That $40 you spent on apps you forgot you had. The food delivery that added up to $200 without you noticing. Awareness is the foundation of all financial change. You cannot improve what you don't measure. Action step: block 25 minutes in your calendar right now, same date every month, and call it your money date. Use a free tool like YNAB, Mint, or even a simple Google Sheet. The ritual matters more than the tool. Habit 3. Invest 30 minutes a week in financial education. Here's a hard truth. The financial system is not designed to be understood by everyone. It's complex by default. And that complexity costs ordinary people thousands of dollars every year in bad decisions, missed opportunities, and unnecessary fees. The antidote? 30 minutes a week. That's all. 1 podcast episode during your commute. 1 YouTube video on a Sunday morning. 1 chapter of a book per week. Over 12 months. That's over 26 hours of financial knowledge you didn't have before. That's the equivalent of a university course, completely free. The people who build wealth consistently are not smarter than you. They simply understand how money works better than the average person, and that gap is closable. Action step: start with 1 resource. Books like The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel or I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Podcasts like Planet Money or We Study Billionaires. Pick 1. Start this week. Habit 4. Create a 48-hour rule for every non-essential purchase. This habit alone could save you thousands in the next 12 months without making you feel deprived. Here's how it works. Every time you want to buy something that isn't food, rent, or a planned necessity, you wait 48 hours. You put it in a wish list, you walk away. You come back 2 days later. 9 times out of 10, the urge is gone. The dopamine spike has faded, and you realized you didn't actually want the thing, you wanted the feeling of buying it. Impulse spending is one of the biggest silent killers of financial progress. Studies show the average person makes 3 to 5 unplanned purchases per week. At even $20 each, that's over $3,000 a year, vanishing into things you barely remember buying. The 48-hour rule doesn't make you cheap, it makes your spending intentional. And intentional spending is one of the most powerful forms of financial self-respect. Create a wish list note on your phone right now. Every impulse buy goes there with the date. Review it every 48 hours. You'll be shocked how often you simply delete the item. Habit 5. Anchor every financial decision to a specific goal. This is the habit that makes all the others stick. Because here's the truth. Discipline without direction is exhausting. Saving money just because is hard. Saving money for a specific emotionally meaningful goal, that's sustainable. Maybe your goal is a 3-month emergency fund. Maybe it's a trip you've been postponing for 3 years. Maybe it's the down payment on your first property. Maybe it's just the feeling of checking your account and not feeling fear. Whatever it is, make it concrete. Give it a number. Give it a deadline. Write it down somewhere you see it every single day. People with written financial goals are 42% more likely to achieve them, according to research from Dominican University of California. 42%, just from writing it down. When you have a clear goal, every financial decision becomes easier. You don't ask, should I spend this? You ask, does this get me closer to what I actually want? And that question changes everything. Action step. Write down one financial goal for the next 12 months. 1. Make it specific. Not save more money, but save $5,000 by December 31st for my emergency fund. Put it on your phone wallpaper. Make it impossible to forget. Let's bring it all together. Habit 1. Pay yourself first, before anything else. Habit 2. Monthly money date. Know your numbers. Habit 3. 30 minutes of financial education every week. Habit 4. The 48-hour rule. Make every purchase intentional. Habit 5. Anchor everything to a specific, written goal. None of these require a higher salary. None require a finance degree. None require perfect conditions. They require something much simpler, a decision made today, repeated tomorrow. 12 months from now, you will arrive somewhere. The question is whether you arrive there by design or by default. These 5 habits are the design. If this video gave you one thing you'll actually use, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you want part 2, the 5 investing habits that follow once these are locked in, subscribe and let me know in the comments. You've got this. See you in the next one.